Dorothy Parker once said, "The cure to boredom is curiosity. There is no cure to curiosity." Quinn's actions certainly embodied these characteristics. On a sunny day, in, cer- in okay. Dorothy Parker once said, "The cure to boredom is curiosity. There is no cure to curiosity." Quinn's actions certainly embodied these characteristics. On a sunny day, circa May of 2000, her father watched as she ran around a field, oblivious to her surroundings. He called out, "Quinn, pay attention!" With a delayed reaction, she turned around to see a mass of 4-year-olds running after a ball in her direction. Without looking, she kicked the ball right back into the miniature mob. She walked right off the field and up to her dad. She handed him a bouquet of dandelions she had been so interested in instead of the game. He may not have been a proud coach that day, but it definitely made him a happy father. We came here today because Quinn was able to touch each of our lives with simplicity and elegance. Her unique traits made it effortless. In fact, she was completely oblivious to the impact she had on people. She had a way of getting lost in moments of curiosity and passion. Yes, Quinn was able to find new activities to entertain herself, even at inappropriate times. It was just the way she was, adventurous, unmindful, and honestly pretty nosy. So her family witnessed where these traits would take her throughout her life. They know that her ability to self-entertain was also beneficial to them. It was a cloudy day at her brother's Little League game several years ago. She usually went to play with a couple of the other little sisters from her brother's team. However, none of the girls showed up to the game. Without forgetting to ask for money for concession snacks, she was off to explore the surrounding parks. She must have heard the two rival teams high-fiving each other at the end of the game because she was there just in time for the coach to hand out Capri Sun juice boxes and granola bars. When asked what she did, she simply pulled a small frog out that she was holding in her hand. I guess this little guy's home was somewhere past the parks, into the woods, and next to a small pond. It was to nobody's surprise that her family never found the place she had described. They put it off as something she had made up. But if anyone were to find a secret oasis, it would be her. Quinn will especially be remembered for trying just about every sport or club, from gymnastics to soccer, and math club to snowboard club. Every time she began something new, she went into it with enthusiasm. She was willing to do whatever it took to learn a sport or activity, although she never became advanced in her athletic career. Her excitement and perseverance helped her to make long-term friends with her teammates. However, her interest for activities could quickly disappear. Even during her first gymnastics classes, she would refuse to practice if she had a male coach. Her parents thought it was cute at the time how shy and innocent she was. Despite any setbacks she had in gymnastics, she always found a way back to that particular sport and picked up where she left off. She wanted to know that she could do anything she wanted, and as we all know, she always did what she wanted. When Quinn loved what she was doing, her face glowed and her eyes sparkled. Her mother recalls her appearance when she was truly passionate about something. She cared a lot about helping others and being there for her friends and family. To fulfill her desire to support her community, she was a part of several organizations for volunteering as she was growing up. Quinn and her mom would visit the nursing home down the block from where she lived. Besides the activities they would do there, they became very close to some of the residents. Quinn even made homemade muffins and other baked goods to bring to share with everybody. She also spent time volunteering throughout the community with a group from her local church. They went to food pantries, clothing donation centers. They even went to elderly people's homes to spend the day cleaning and gardening. At the end of a long week of volunteer jobs, Quinn saw that her peers felt underappreciated and worn out from the numerous volunteer sites. She spent hours writing letters to keep them motivated. Her relationship with the people around her were priceless. She connected with strangers effortlessly. Her sense of humor makes genuine impressions on you and makes her shine in your memories. Her unique insights on topics, from global news to quirky fallacies, could surely grab your attention. If you let her, she could really talk to you until you fell asleep and pick up right where she left off in the morning. Quinn could voice her opinions, but she also adapted to her listeners, so she would never offend anyone. She enjoyed keeping others happy in a way in which she would rather burden herself than others. Her mom remembers that more than anything, Quinn cherished her friendships. In the dead of winter, a blizzard kept all the kids in the area from going to school. It was the birthday of one of Quinn's closest friends, but her parents were gone at work all day, so she was celebrating alone. What went through Quinn's mind that day when she decided to bundle up and take the hike through the treacherous snowy path to her friend's house? I think the more relevant information was her answer when her friend asked if it was hard getting there. No, I just had my mom drop me off. Her friend did not expect her to go to such lengths for her, and Quinn did not even want her to think she would have to repay her in some way. Her purpose for any relationship with another person was to keep them happy, even though it meant she often never got anything in return. So we want to thank you, Quinn, for giving yourself to this community. You gave us advice on how to pass time with a purpose. You could entertain yourself. Discovering new things was your favorite hobby. But it wasn't just you who you were entertaining, Quinn. The people around you felt the effects as well, to say the least. Your presence could bring energy to any room, and your contributions will echo through this community for lifetimes to come. I think you wanted to give your whole self to anyone who you thought would be more deserving or had better intentions. But I don't think anyone with intentions to seek new journeys and love others along the way could deserve it anymore.